Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently working on getting this last planet dealt with over here. We have of course successfully invaded some of these locations, and we've got all of the territory that we're going to get out of this war once this falls. We are waiting on additional reinforcements to come in here, and once they arrive, we should feel pretty comfortable in attacking Clegmore. Now you can see here we're down to about 3k, and they are definitely starting to take a fair amount of damage every day from this. It's about 3. Okay, well that's going to take some time. That's going to double once this gets up to 75% devastation. So that is absolutely understood. Now let's check through our planetary jobs here. We probably need a fair amount. Yeah, so Ebenar Prime is needing some housing. Easy enough. I'm going to build 2 mining districts there. This is a mining station with 54 potential astral mining bays. Also, note that it's producing 31 alloys. What's happening here? Ah, this is the arc furnace location. Okay, so that is actually producing the alloys then through the mining, as we thought it would. It's just not indicated in the tooltips. Okay, good to know. So we can have roughly 1 trillion mining bays here, and if we were to put in some mineral purification plants, the question is, this will boost minerals from miners, but depending on how it's implemented, that might also boost our habitat mining deposits. I don't know. We're 31 right now. We'll see if that increases. We need housing here, of course, so we'll need an astral mining bay, and then I'm going to put in a mineral purification plant here. But for now, that's all we're going to do. Now, this is a generator station, and this needs a job, so that obviously means an energy grid. Cool. And then this is a generator world here, which does make a lot of sense. It needs housing. That's fine. Anything else jobs-wise needing to happen here? Okay, so this forge world has a tile blocker that could actually be cleared. Sure, we might as well do that. This urban world, we need to upgrade our system capital complex. Are we purging everyone off here? Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Okay, so we're purging everyone off there. That's going to be, you know, mildly problematic. This world requires a job. It's an Ultra Ukavango. What? How are you not an undesirable? Okay. I don't think that's actually true. This is set up as an agri world right now. We could start repairing all of these, but do we want to? I don't think we actually want to, ultimately. These are research complexes, advanced research complexes. That's all research. Okay. We could switch this from being an agri world over to being a tech world. And now it's fine. So we can get all of these repaired then. So that's absolutely wonderful. We can repair all of these research complexes here. This one can't be repaired, insufficient building slots. Okay, that's fine. We'll come back to that. So that looks absolutely okay. Now this construction ship is idle up in Nietz. It looks like it finished this habitat complex, and this needs to be colonized. So let's go ahead and do that. And then, of course, we're going to need to build our orbitals here. Not there. We're going to need to build our orbital here. Okay. So we're going to need to come down here, build a major orbital. This would be a minor out over here. This would be a major. Then this would be a major. This would be another major. Yet another major, and then a minor. Do we only have the one asteroid in this asteroid belt? Apparently so. Okay, well, that's fine. Any other construction ships? Actually, yeah. The science ship is currently idle. Okay, let's see if we can send it off this direction to do anything. Yeah, out over here. We'll research anomalies out over that way. Now, we've got a construction ship in Ciatera, and this was planned to build a Habitat Central complex right here. There we go. Now, up in Kazabius, we finished up here. So this is the Kazabius Habitat Complex. That'll need to be colonized. There we go. And now we're going to need to queue up our orbitals here. So a minor. This will be a major. This would be a major. That's inhabited, so nothing needed there. That's a mega art installation site. That is not what I wanted. Okay, so we're going to actually have to come back and redo this. Minor orbital here. Major here. Major here. This is not going to be a mega art installation site. It's going to be a major orbital. Okay, this will also be a major orbital, and that should be all we need there. Now we've got the drifting coracle down here. Same story. So we need to colonize this. There we go. And we're going to come in and build orbitals here. We're going to need a minor out this way as well. Sure. So this asteroid here can have a minor orbital. This would be another minor orbital. Come out over here, a third minor orbital, and then this would be a major. A lot of asteroids out over this way. So 2 minor orbitals out here. There's another one down this direction, but let's come here first. Major orbital, then a minor orbital. Then we would grab a minor here. This would be a minor, and then this would be a major. We would come up over this direction where we'd put in a minor. This would then be a major. A minor here. A major here. Another... I put in a mega art installation site. I'm very dumb. I wish there's a way to remove just one order. As far as I know, there is not. So that means we have to do this over again. Okay. Well, we'll just do it this way. I'll be more careful this time. Oof. That feels bad. So this is going to be a minor. This is going to be a, not a mega art installation site, but a major. This is going to be a minor. This is going to be a major. We would do a minor here. Minor. Come over this way, a major. Minor. This would be another major. A minor here. There we go. Major orbital. This would be a minor. This would be a minor. And then we come out here and put in a pair of minors. Slightly different path, but it's fine. Okay, there we go. That one should be set up now. So that'll be fine. That'll keep all of those busy for a while. Now, we're bombarding out over this direction. Do we need to reinforce any of our fleets? The answer is no. So that's absolutely wonderful. And we do have these additional forces on the way in. Now, we're about to hit 75% devastation here. So that's looking good. We're down to 3,008. We're doing 7 at this point. 7 damage per day. That's not bad. And we just hit 75. Excellent. So now we should be taking double damage. Yeah, look at that. That is going much faster. Magnificent. So we're just going to continue to bombard here for a while. I think this is fine. We are going to have these reinforcements coming in fairly soon. They're going to be entering the system now. And they're going to merge on up, but for the moment, this is fine. We have this Astral Rift event pending. We'll inject Astral Thread. We'll see if it actually does anything. Okay, so we should be, of course, arriving here. Yeah, we're at 5.7. That looks solid. But at this point, the question must be asked. With the speed at which we are bombarding at this moment...
New frontiers established.
Okay. Yeah, with the speed at which we're bombarding, do we want to just keep bombarding for right now? I suspect the answer to that to be yes. This has gone down by almost 1,000, and fairly quickly at that. Now, we've established this colony, so we should definitely put in a gene clinic and a habitation district. There we go. That will be wonderful. And we could check through to see if there's any other job work that needs to happen. It's mostly handled at this point, I think. So there shouldn't be too much in here, in theory. We could upgrade this Sentry Spire with our alloys, but we know we're going to need alloys, and the price is high. So I'm not going to do that at this time. Okay, so we're at 93 devastation here. That's looking solid. Down to 1618. Okay. It's definitely a little variable how much we're bombarding. That's interesting. But it is definitely going down quickly. And that's exactly what we want to see. So this is all xenomorph armies, pretty much. So they don't have any morale whatsoever. Completely morale-less armies. So that's something to think about. We are not causing any morale damage by bombardment under any circumstances. So morale damage is something that has to be dealt with through armies unless the army is just straight up destroyed by the bombardment. But that's not relevant in a situation where we're fighting xenomorphs. So that is absolutely understood.
Protocols
We've reached 100% devastation at this time. That's understood. And we're just watching this continue to decrease. At this point, we're definitely fine to invade this. But I kind of want to keep bombarding for a moment. Now, this war is going to end fairly soon, and that's something we need to keep in mind. We're not in control of when this war ends. So we're going to want to invade sooner rather than later, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I see these guys coming in, so we're going to land immediately. Now, they're not an actual army, they're a fleet, but I do want to get this taken care of. It'll be fine. So in we go. And this invasion will begin shortly, but I'm guessing this army will probably be gone before this starts. Yeah, for sure. Excellent.
Planetary invasion.
And there we go. So we can see they start off below the combat width. That's fantastic. Really, really, really good to see. We're also focusing our damage fairly well here. It's not 100% focused, but it's pretty focused. We're going to lose a xenomorph army there. That's fully expected. And we disengaged a clone army. That's not bad. They disengaged a xenomorph, and we immediately deleted it. Perfect. I'd really prefer that we be focusing our damage here. Whoa. What happened there? Hang on. That was wild. They just lost 3 armies out of the blue. Just, like, instantly. I have no explanation for what happened there. That was insane. They just had all of their health go down. That's not normal. Weird. It shouldn't be the fortresses. Those produce defensive armies, not specifically xenomorph armies. I don't really have an explanation for what happened to those 3 armies. 2 of them were full health, and 1 of them I think was at like half health, and then they just went down to 0 health and immediately died. Maybe that was a bug. I've never seen that happen before. That's wild. We were going to win this no matter what. That bug doesn't change the outcome of this. But it does make it maybe slightly cheaper for us. We might lose a couple fewer armies. To be honest, it doesn't really matter that much. I was just surprised because I've never seen anything like that happen before in a planetary invasion in Stellaris. Now, we do need to sell off some of our food, which we're absolutely going to do. There we go. Our great leader died, and we will chant for his soul until we meet again.
Aggressor colony emancipated.
Okay, so Clegmore is now under our control. I'm going to pull our forces back to the L cluster, for sure. So we're going to go park at the station in Gothra. And we can actually get a trait pick here. So we'll grab Void Hunter and Admiral. There we go. And then our Minister of Defense is going to have... Wrecker is definitely interesting. We'll do that. Okay, what else we got here? Cool, that all looks good. Okay, what are we full on? We filled up on something. Astral Threads. That makes sense. Sure, that seems absolutely fine. So at this point, we're not interested in continuing to prosecute this war against the Udkavango Devourers. So this seems absolutely fine. The League of Non-Aligned Powers, which is the premier power in the galaxy and is itself in alignment, apparently, is going to be taking out the rest of the Udkavango Devourers, and this is not going to be very difficult for them. They should have no problem whatsoever. The main issue would be, like, this fleet runs at Alpha Canis. We'll have to be prepared to defend that. So that's understood. We are purging off those Ultra Udkavangos, though, and that should go reasonably swiftly. So that looks good. This mining station requires a Habitat Central Complex upgrade. We'll get that going.
Founding a new home.
Wonderful.
Blocker cleared.
Okay, they are moving this direction. Let's think about heading out over here. It's going to be a slightly awkward route, but sure. We do have some territories that we could colonize out this way, and I think we should absolutely do so. So we're going to send out our colonization bugs, which is apparently what we do, and that looks fine. Any other territories we can colonize? Actually, yes, there's this one. So we'll go send another colonization bug. Fantastic. So we can see we're slightly negative on our Unity. Our consumer goods are a bit negative as well. That's not necessarily surprising. We'll get some of these worlds online. They're going to take a long time to get going, so that's okay. And yeah, the vestige down here appears to be losing against the Federation as well. So that's okay. I do want to move these guys back to Radar Central, so we'll do exactly that. Back they go. Excellent. And we should be coming out and fighting the Starfleet fairly soon. I'm not sure exactly where they're going, but here we are. And we're going to go up into Cheriton and then Perkin. Which this is probably claimed by the Mullernock Star Corp, if I had to guess. Which is why we're not going after any territory down here. We've got what we're going to get. I don't think we're going to get any more. I think everything else is fully claimed. So that'll be fine. We can see at this point, 95 to 71. This is going to end eventually. But the question is, will the Okavango Devourers still exist by the end of it? An interesting question, to be sure. But we don't really want to participate in that, to be honest. Oh, there's a couple of ruined orbital rings here? Ah, these worlds are no longer colonized because they got fully purged, I bet. Pretty sure that's what we've got going on here. And yeah, you can see that this definitely headed over to someone else. So, what do we got for armies here? 1498. I'm kind of interested in having this war end quickly, but at the same time, I don't really want to participate in it. Let's just go home. How are we doing for minor artifacts? 1.8k. Okay. We can think about doing another round of upgrading to a new spec of ship. So our current ship spec is what? Okay, we're running neutronium armor here. We probably do want to run pulse armor. Yeah, that wouldn't change our evasion, would it? No. Okay, we'll go ahead and save that. So we'll bring this up to pulse armor, and that's going to be a fair amount of artifacts. So frigates we don't care about. Destroyers are probably where they're going to want to be anyway. They've got these ancient suspension fields. Do we want to put in ancient pulse armor? Because that will make them very shield heavy. I think I'm going to say no to that one. Cruisers, I think I'm going to say no to as well, and we're going to leave these basically where they are, the rest of them. So that'll be fine, and then we'll upgrade all of these to this spec. So we'll just arrive back, and we'll get those upgrades going. That'll be fine. So our astral threads are full right now. Can we do anything about that? Not for another 6 months. That seems fine. But yeah, at this point, this is definitely looking okay. So no real problems there. Let's check through here. Eptrabon Secundus needs jobs and housing. Now, this is a mining world. Sure, a mining district will solve it, but we're going to have to wait for a demotion there. What else do we have? Well, Arai is going to be colonized soon, but it's not done yet. We've got Aeolum Secundus, which is set up as a research station right now. Okay, I guess we could build some 0G research districts there, max that out. But then the question is, do we want to get these astro mining bays going, right? And I think the answer to that is probably. So that would mean that we'd want to put in a mineral purification plant. and have 6 astro mining bays on here. The rest of this would be habitation districts, and then this would be a tech station from here. So we would go ahead and designate this as a research station. There we go. And that'll be fine. Cool. So what else do we have here in terms of jobs? Well, Medoc here, this could use a tile blocker clearance. In fact, a bunch of them. And then we could repair this Hypercoms Forum and the Advanced Storm Repulsion Center. We'll see about replacing some of that later on, I'm sure. Cool. So we've got a couple of construction ships not doing anything, so we're going to want to colonize here with our colonization bugs. Off they go.
New frontiers
and we're going...
established.
Ooh, this is very bright here. It's going to be a little hard to find where our orbitals go, but we'll need one here, one here. We'll need one here. Definitely a major here, and then a major here. This would be another major. Checking this asteroid belt, I think that's all. Okay, we'd do a major here, and I'm pretty sure, I'm like 45% sure that that's everything. Okay, there's one out over here. Pretty sure that's everything. Okay, next up we've got the Wave Skimmer 5. That's in Jalora, and this is all finished. So it's ready to start up another habitat. That would be out in Althard, and we'd have to put this one over the star. That's fine. We can get going on that. We founded this colony. That'll be a gene clinic. That's up from here. There we go. A gene clinic and a habitation district. Looks good. So that is all happening, and our fleets are back now. Perfect. Okay, 211. That's not so bad. Let's get that going. And then this would be 1034. Okay, so that's getting a lot more expensive. 976. 861. 211. And only 61. We might actually have enough to get all of these done. Let's get them all going. I want to make sure that these are all set up to max out our mega shipyard. And then once they're done with that, I want them to return back to the station. Like that. Okay. So the mega shipyard is going to definitely see a large shipyard queue, and we can see that we are currently at 1.7k. Now we're at 712. Okay, so we're out of minor artifacts, but that's okay. I'm wondering how long this shipyard queue is right now. That'll take a moment. Okay, that's about 300. Well, we'll let that continue to work, and the minor artifacts will get sucked into that as they come in. That's absolutely fine. We expect that to go reasonably quickly overall. Okay, so this fleet is back in Perkim. The question is, are they going to Sheraton? They are. Are they going to come this direction? They probably are, if I had to guess. So we would like to send one of these fleets over. I'm going to choose this one. So we're going to have this. I don't want to disband this. I want you to stop your current orders. And we're going to have this fleet come out to Eye of Ball. And then down to Alpha Canis. We want to prevent them from doing this nonsense. Cool. So that'll be fine. It won't take it very long to get there, of course.
Handshake protocols activated.
About 60 days. And we'll be there pretty quickly. The question is, where are they going from here? They're going to the hyper relay or this jump point. It's the same thing. Okay. Well, our fleet will be showing up here shortly, and Eye of Ball is... Yeah, they're definitely heading to Alpha Canis. We're going to want to put in a Citadel upgrade here for sure, and I want to put in also a torpedo battery and a hangar bay here. And then we're going to want this to have queued up a defense grid supercomputer or a communications jammer. We're going to go with a communications jammer for now.
Under attack.
So they're going to take this back, and we're going to pop in pretty quickly and hopefully deal with that. Our single fleet should be powerful enough to handle that.
Lost.
And yes, that's understood. These guys are being jerks. That's very normal. Okay. So... Right, they took Chertan back. But that should go back to the Mullernach Star Corp, even if we take it back. Okay. So that's all fine for now. We should be popping into the Eye of Ball very soon. Yeah, we're going to be there in 17 days. Okay. So we'll be here extremely shortly. And we just need to take care of these guys before they cause a bunch of problems. Okay. So now we need to go after Kajimar here and take these guys out. They need to cease to exist. Looks like they're heading over towards Eye of Ball right now, which is kind of convenient for us. So let's head on in with this fleet. And we're going to push down this direction and see if we can get additional territory here. Okay, this person spontaneously exploded. Okay. I guess that's fine. That's a very normal thing to do, after all.
Battle commenced.
Okay, so here we are. 124 to 118. We'll see how this goes. They are having that swarm the star bug, I think. So that means this is going to go very well for us. Yeah, you can see here, their ships are not behaving correctly. This is a bug. I've only seen this bug happen to our fleets before. So it's good to know that this bug can happen to enemy fleets, too. It greatly diminishes their combat capability. But also, our fleet is doing the same thing. We're not behaving correctly either. So both fleets here are bugged and are not engaging correctly.
Ships upgraded.
Well, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. We just finished up our ship upgrade up here, so let's grab the fleet that is upgraded. In fact, 2 of them appear to be upgraded. Okay. So let's come in here and grab the 2 fleets that are upgraded, and I'm going to send both of them to come relieve this. Actually, I'm going to send one of them down to Alpha Canis. Okay. But yeah, both of our fleets here are bugged. Oh, wait, our fleet is maybe engaging correctly now? Nope. No, it is not. Okay. We do have allies coming in here. Maybe that'll break it. Break this really weird swarm that we've got going on. You can see here, the corvettes are not behaving correctly for either one. They're not engaging. The allied ships are coming in, and they appear to be working correctly at this point. Maybe.
Building a new home.
They've got those, like, rocket launch frigates. Yeah. Okay. So this is obviously bugged. This is not the way this is supposed to work. We're engaging now, maybe? We appear to be engaging. Kind of.
Ships upgraded.
Yeah. So the engagements are now
Ships
happening
upgraded.
and they retreated. Okay, so that's fine. We need to go send this to repair, and we're going to need to reinforce this fleet eventually. But that's going to take minor artifacts, which is obviously going to be a problem. They have a force down in Alpha Canis. I wonder if that'll get flipped to us again. It may or it may not. I'm not sure that their ship can actually win this.
Blocker
If this station
cleared.
could hit, their ship might actually lose it. No, their ship is, they've got too many shields. Their shield regeneration is too strong. So they will win this, but we're going to come in here and we may finish the job here.
Battling aggressor station.
But yeah, that swarming bug caused a lot of damage to both sides there. Both sides were affected by that bug. Okay, yeah, this came under our control. So presumably, I'm going to take these guys back home at this point, actually. We don't need them to be free at this point, so we're going to enter orbit here. These are still upgrading, and what do we have right now for minor artifacts? Okay, we're out of minor artifacts. That's noted. So we're going to see what happens if we take Cheriton. But I'm expecting this to go back to the Mullernach Star Corps. Now we can get a trait pick here, and we'll take Shipbreaker. That's a good trait. Excellent. And of course we can see that the White Crush, it needs quite a lot here. No doubt about that. So let's check in on our Astral Threads. We can gain a Physics Insight and Astral Boost. And what do we got on that Rubricator? Okay, that's going to be a while. Noted. Okay, so the White Crush is still on his way over to Cheriton. Let's get there quick. And I just want to see what happens when we take this. It is about time to put a cut in here, so I am going to go ahead and do that after Cheriton falls. And we're going to have to send these guys to go get repaired, obviously. They're going to need to be replenished quite significantly. That will require a fair number of alloys, or rather, of minor artifacts. It will require alloys as well, but minor artifacts are going to be the bigger thing. Okay, yep, as expected, that went to the Mullernock Starport. That's absolutely fine, and we're going to move these guys back to Gothra, where they're going to enter orbit here. Actually, we could have them upgrade, but we can see this is going to be 634 minor artifacts. It would take about 21 months to gather enough, and we'll need a similar amount to actually reinforce this, which reinforcement will be the higher priority. So that's fine. As I said, it is past time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to work on building all that back up, getting our ships upgraded, and doing more construction. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy McGar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Hiro Marutsu, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.